we have to make a choice not to be in fear. We have to make a choice to follow the truth, to follow the light. Hey everyone, welcome to another Sit Down with Spirit. I'm Rita G. Tonight, the Palladians are going to go over just a little bit of stuff dealing with tyranny and what's going on, seeing what's going on around the world. But tonight we're going to take a little bit of a break too, and we're going to pull cards, something fun, because feel like we need to add in a little fun, not keep it all serious. So welcome, and let's begin. How was everybody's week? Thumbs up. Nice. All right. Hey, keeping the faith. It's a lot of craziness. People coming to me with all this craziness. I have to start, spirits, reminding me to start saying, isn't that interesting? That's what they used to have me say when I would get out of sorts. Like if a family member, was creating havoc in my energy, I had to pull back and say, isn't that interesting that they would act that way, and kind of see it from a different perspective. So we need to start looking at some of this stuff from that perspective. We're trying to keep, a steady flow of positive energy coming in, staying grounded, staying protected. I think the dark energies will try and stop us in multiple ways, but the biggest way that they create like tyranny here is through psychological manipulation. And that's what's going on right now. They are trying to psychologically manipulate people, and some of them are doing a really good job. That they explained to me today that we're more controlled than the old Soviet Union was. Could you imagine? We're talking about dictatorship here. We're not talking about, a free country. We're all under the illusion of that. Freedom comes in knowing who you really are. We were under illusions, and this, and some people still are, and that's because we were deprived of the knowledge and our own frequency to know that we can be more than we are. So the whole system is corrupt. They know it. We know it. You're noticing it more now. It was always corrupt. You're noticing it more now because enough light has got in, and our minds, our guts, our energies are opening up, and we're seeing things from a different perspective. This time is no different than any other, no different than 12 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. It's always been corrupt. Now the pressure is on because the dark realizes how much light is here. There's a lot of political maneuvering, and it's designed to purposely separate us. That's why they're doing it. So this is why the news is so destructive to us. Also, modern technology. I mean, the beautiful thing about modern technology is what we're doing right now. So it's not modern technology that's bad, it's the people that are using it, right? To manipulate others. So they would consider it a weapon of frequency control. It's more and more that they're using technology to, corrupt or bring in disinformation for all of us. TV is another thing. Movies are another thing. They want me to explain that, some of this is subliminal. Some of this is not outright. This is why we've been able to be duped for this long. Subtle, subliminal, but it kept going and growing and growing. And that's why it got the way it got. There's nothing, like I said, there's nothing wrong with technology. It's the way it's being used that makes it destructive. Like anything else, same thing with money, right? Nothing wrong with money. But when we have greed, then there's something wrong. So we know we're being controlled, but those of us that are sitting in this room today know that we don't have to be controlled. And we're being separated by tremendous amount of issues, core issues that deal with emotions, right? So, for example, I'm going to say abortion and pro-life. Talk about a way to separate people. That's a huge way, right there. Religion, another big way. So it just, what it does is, it's like the divide and conquer, right? Keep the people in fear, we could divide them and conquer. We have to make a choice not to be in fear. We have to make a choice to follow the truth, to follow the light. Okay. They're going to reiterate that your emotions are a huge part of this. Feeling into the gut. Again, they're going to tell you you need to do that. Every day, feel with your gut, not your mind. This is not going to tell you the truth. Because it becomes all perception. Okay? But if my sister's telling me something, and like, I mean, when she tells me, she tells me. This isn't like, oh, did you hear about? No, this is like, you know, right to the nitty gritty, stab me in the stomach with the information. If I don't step back and go, okay, this is her fear, this is not mine, immediately I could take that on. But I have to feel into it to know that not to be afraid. Like, you can't, it's not enough to do it with the mind. It's not enough. So Spirit's saying we all have to be in receivership when we want something. So we can't want something and not be in receivership of it. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. But if you're not ready to receive it, it's not coming. You got to align with that energy if you want it.